Hello again, everybody. The Horror Nerd Todd Staruch coming to you from New Jersey HorrorCon and Film Festival at the Showboat in Atlantic City, New Jersey. And I have the absolute pleasure of standing here next to the lovely and talented star of Back to the Future, Jennifer Parker herself, Claudia Wells. Claudia, how are you?
That was really beautifully done. I'm great.
Well, thank you. And I'm winging it.
You're doing an excellent job.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
A+. I'm well. I'm happy. The fans are incredible. I am very blessed that they are so many. I love it.
You are bubbly, you know that?
Yes.
I'm sure you're aware.
I think that joy and peace are the two of the most important things in the world, and you can't buy them. They're like from God directly. So when I have that, everything is well. There's just no problems. No problems. So yeah.
And you know what? It shows because I see you interacting with the fans and everybody is just having a great time here with you. So how does it feel being part of one of the most iconic movies of all time?
Blessed, grateful, and the thing with the fans is they go to so much trouble to come to these shows, and it's expensive. And I've had guys who tell me they've driven like 18 hours, taken off work, flown 5 states. When someone goes to so much trouble, pays to go in, I want them to have a memorable, wonderful, true experience. So it's not just the autographs and the selfies, which is super fun and I love doing it, but I give everyone a present for free, it's got all my information on it, and I want to look in someone's eyes and know who they are and find out their name and remember it and give someone a moment because that's why we're here, and I so appreciate the fans. It's really special for me.
That is great, and it does. I can tell you, it does come across because at heart, I'm just a fan myself. So when you walk away from someone's table and you've had a truly great experience, you don't even think about the fact that maybe you just spent some money or whatever because you had such a great experience. Right. So from a fan, thank you for that.
You're welcome. It's why I'm here, and I've actually rebranded my store, Armani Wells, that I've had for almost. I actually have this because I sign on it. I'm not trying to be such a shameless promoter.
Nothing wrong with shameless self-promotion. Like, that was great.
I crack myself up. Okay.
Carry on.
I'm open by appointment only, and it's through ArmaniWells.com. I can do fan appointments because I also have pictures and flyers, and we do selfies at the store. But more importantly, I dress men and style them, and I have very high-end clothing at discount prices. And my store is almost 30 years old in the same location in Studio City. So if you go to ArmaniWells.com, you can make an appointment, which is very new. I have a point to this. I'm not just talking about my store, but I usually am open all the time. And now, because I'm by appointment, it gives me the freedom to do much more of these shows. And I want to go back to acting also. So I want to keep the store, and it's very special and extremely important to me. But it's by appointment only because I also really love the interaction with fans. So I'm booked every weekend through the second weekend of December. I'm at my store pretty much Tuesdays.
Well, I might have to give you a call to see if there's anything you can do with this.
I can dress everybody. I dress anybody. I dress itty-bitty guys. I dress great big guys. It's my honor and pleasure. I love it.
Cool. When I'm out in California, I will definitely call you.
ArmaniWells.com, you make an appointment.
Awesome. So let's just talk a little bit about Back to the Future, if that's okay. At the time, did you have any idea that it would become the cult film that it has become and have the staying power that it has?
Never for a million years. What I did know, because I'd done a ton of television, a lot of television, but I'd never done a movie ever. So the only thing I knew for sure is every single day it was going to play 3 or 4 times. I better do a really good job because it's not just on TV and then gone, because this is the 80s. And I thought, I'm going to be 25 feet tall 3 or 4 or 5 times a day. But the future never even crossed my mind. And the fact that 35 years later in 2020, there's such a fan base and so much love, and it's a generational, and there's a cleverness and a smartness and a fun kindness about Back to the Future fans specifically. It's love all over the world, and it actually what's that, steamrolls, or what's that called when things grow?
Snowballs, steamroll, yeah.
Snowballs. It snowballs, and I'm so grateful for it. It's become a major part of every single day of my life, literally.
That is fantastic. That is just so cool to hear about that connection you still have to the film. Because my daughter is 14, and she is now sort of getting caught up on all of the movies that I grew up with. You know, Back to the Future, Gremlins, Ghostbusters, all of that.
Tested for Gremlins, got down to me and a couple girls. Screen tested for Young Sherlock Holmes. Screen tested for Adventures in Babysitting.
Oh, nice, cool.
It was between Phoebe Cates, me, and Elizabeth Shue, which is cool that she got it, and then she was Jennifer. So there's such a synchronicity. Gremlins, Goonies, Young Sherlock Holmes, Adventures, so many of those 80s movies I almost got, but I didn't. So the fact that I got Back to the Future, I just feel like that was like anointed. I'm so grateful. You know, you never know when you don't get a part, you're like, why didn't I get it? But the fact that I didn't get that and I did get this is so cool for my life.
Well, maybe it was just serendipity. It was meant to be.
I think it was definitely fate meant to be. It was my density.
Your density? I like it.
And I went to high school with Crispin Glover.
Really?
We were in the drama department together. He's amazing.
Yeah, he is. I met him at one of the early New Jersey horror cons. It was very cool.
Very smart guy. Yeah, we were in theater together. Funny, right?
Yeah. Fun. Listen, everybody has a lot of connections that we don't even realize or think about, right?
One that nobody knows.
We have a scoop here, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm ever mentioned on press, camera, anything. Okay, so I starred in Off the Rack with Ed Asner and Eileen Brennan. That's the series that is why I got the part when Eric got the part. Then Off the Rack got picked up to be a series, and it was at the same time as Back to the Future. So I had to back out of Back to the Future because ABC wouldn't share me. They recast my part, and then when Eric got let go and Michael got hired, the girl they recast my part with is too tall, so they rehired me for the original. So the story scoop is, the series Off the Rack, my little brother was a kid named Bumper. His sister, Tina Yothers, played Michael J. Fox's little sister in Family Ties at the same time. How's that for...
Wow.
That's pretty weird, right?
There's a story for you, ladies and gentlemen. Wow.
And my nursery school was called 150 Parker.
Stop it.
And my sister's name is Jennifer.
I think you're making this stuff up now.
I don't need to make up anything. My life is so unusually cool, or not, in such unusual ways that literally, you know, they say the truth is more funny than
fiction. Like truth, yeah. I mean, and you can't make up real life.
You can't make that stuff up.
Claudia, is there any other message you would like to give to the fans? So when we publish this, is there anything you'd like to say to the fans out there that still love Back to the Future and still love these movies so much?
Okay, so first of all, I want to say thank you. When I was a little girl, all I wanted to be was popular, and I feel very, very loved by people all over the world, and it's so genuine. And I run all my media sites, so basically Twitter, Facebook, Instagram is at the Claudia Wells, and I love sharing my life with people. And then my store is at Armani Wells. So I want to say thank you, and I also want to say I'm part of a charity called Kids in the Spotlight. So it's kidsinthespotlight.org, and we help foster kids learn how to write a short film. Then they star in it, and we bring in professional directors, and then we have a big event this year is November 2nd at Paramount, and we're giving them awards, and they get something from the Writers Guild, and we're going to screen their movies, and we have like this, but it's all for them. So that's kidsinthespotlight.org. My store, ArmaniWells.com. I'm ClaudiaWells.com, or at the Claudia Wells. And the reason I'm saying all this is because it's a very important part of my life, sharing it with Back to the Future fans, and I'm grateful, and it's fun, and everyone just always remember God made you, and you're a masterpiece of God. And I say to say it in the mirror every single day, even if you don't believe it, because words have power, and it's the truth, and you just keep saying it. I'm a masterpiece of God. Just put a sticker on your mirror and say it every morning, and it's true whether you believe it or not, so just say it. That's my message.
That was beautiful. That was really, really nice.
Thank you.
Claudia, thank you so much for giving me a few minutes of your time. It was lovely to speak with you. Thanks. I wish you success in everything that you do, and have a great rest of the weekend here at the kitchen.
Thank you. I'm a hugger. Thank you.
Claudia Wells, everybody, here at New Jersey HorrorCon and Film Festival, Showboat Hotel in Atlantic City, New Jersey.
Come see me.
And we will see all of you in the next interview.